Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Ministry of Interior announces tomorrow the finalists for voters for the 8th period elections. The Sultanate and Sudan sign a memorandum of understanding in the fields of administrative and human resources development. And to enhance the students' academic abilities, a laboratory is launched in Niswa College of Technology. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. The Ministry of Interior stressed that the election committees in the wilayas will announce tomorrow, Wednesday, the final lists of voters at the offices of the walis. The lists can be accessed through the website allocated for elections. Earlier, the main committee of Shura Council member elections for the 8th term has approved the final lists of voters whose numbers reached 611,906. From its part, the Media Committee for the Shura Council elections for the 8th term discussed during a meeting today the special preparations of the elections media coverage in journalism, television and radio, as the date of election is due to start on the 25th of October. The committee also reviewed the works that had been implemented during the last period, as well as the media coverage, all its means. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Nasser bin Sulaiman Al-Sibani, Deputy Chairman of Public Authority for Radio and Television, head of the committee. I can hear myself. Strengthening bilateral relations between the Sultanate and Sudan in the fields of civil service, administrative and human resources development were the center of discussion at the official session of talks between His Excellency Sheikh Khaled bin Omar Al Marhoun, Minister of Civil Service, and His Excellency Dr. Al-Sadiq Al-Hadi Al-Mahdi, Minister of Human Resources Development of Sudan. Two memorandums of understanding were signed in the fields of civil service and the administrative development between the two countries. The session also discussed the functions of the Ministry of Civil Service. The Sudanese minister praised during the session the good relations binding the two countries in the various fields. As part of his visit to the Sultanate, the Sudanese guest also visited the examination rooms for vacancies announced by the Ministry of Civil Service. He was briefed on the central employment system, its features and procedures. His Excellency Dr. Al-Sadiq Al-Hadi Abdul Rahman Al-Mahdi, Minister of Human Resources Development of Sudan, and his delegation visited Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque in Baushar. The guest toured corridors of the mosque and was briefed about its history, in addition to its architectural and Islamic design. He also visited the Institute of the Public Administration, where he was acquainted with the process of training and visited the laboratory and IT section. Minister of Justice of Gulf Cooperation Council countries agreed in their meeting in Doha the member states as a group shall sign judicial agreements with other countries or groups of countries. The electronic website of the GCC Ministers of Justice Committee was also launched during the meeting. The Sultanate's delegation to the meeting was led by His Excellency Sheikh Abdul Malik bin Abdullah Al Khalili, Minister of Justice. Factories in the Sultanate will compete on 5 positions in Sultan Qaboos Industry Excellence Award in its new definition. This contest, which started in 1991, will include updated provisions such as approving the comprehensive quality management, and it will allow establishments to obtain a total evaluation for their performance by special experts. From its part, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry started its first promotional campaigns for this award, and it will include holding a number of workshops in the industrial areas in Reisut, Sohar and Rusail. Still to come in our news bulletin, Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Governorate of Darhia hosts the 5th station of the introductory program for Roya's Youth Initiative Award 2015. The Pension Fund of the Civil Service Employees approved the system of private documents management to guarantee their retention and to organize their classifications. The system works according to update criteria and approved international standards in this field. It aims to handle documents since its start and to reduce processes of damage and conversion and to help accelerate enriching and retrieving them. Oman Sails Boats continued its role in reviving Oman's seafaring legacy and raising the flag of the Sultanate in various international sailing events. In France, the boat named Sultanate of Oman won the GC32 sailing competition, which were concluded after 5 stages that continue for several months. LNG team achieved the 2nd place, followed by the French team Spendrift. Oman Sails' participation in GC32 races came as part of sport development strategy and promotion of the Sultanate in various tourist stations in different countries such as Singapore, Australia, China, Russia and other European countries targeted by the Ministry of Tourism. Oman Sail project had attracted over 6 years more than 16,000 male and female youths to get acquainted with the sport, establishing a national team of sailors capable of competing in regional and international competitions. The discussion of Municipal Council of the Governorate of Al Darhia focused during its meeting on a number of topics, namely tourism, municipal and housing services. The Council also reviewed replies from some concerned bodies about development topics that the Council received previously. Still, in the Governorate of Al Darhia, the Ministry of Manpower launched a new laboratory in the field of oil and gas for the College of Technology in Niswa. The lab came to enhance academic capabilities of the students and develop their skills in the field of oil and gas. It also involved the continuous partnership between the public and private sectors, as the establishment of this lab was funded by Oman Liquefied Natural Gas within the program of its social responsibility. The lab was provided with latest modern equipment and supplies that are used to display and explain the principles and technologies of oil and gas industry. Diagnosis reality of the disabled and discuss solutions which help them to live better topped priorities of the seminar, which was held on the theater of Al Wafa Center for Rehabilitations of Disabled Children in Al Wilaya of Al Buraimi. The seminar came from the keenness of the Sultanate to qualify disabled children in the Wilaya. Aiming to introduce governmental services provided for citizens and highlighted crafts and professions in the wilayas of South Batina, the Directorate General of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources organized an awareness exhibition which will continue until the end of the current month. The exhibition included booths and sections for service institutions in the governorate, in addition to a corner for handicrafts, industries and products. Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Governorate of Al Dahia hosts the 5th station of the introductory program of Roya Youth Initiatives Award 2015. The program, accompanied by an exhibition for scientific innovations and small and medium enterprises for male and female students in various education institutions. Now for the general weather forecast. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with cloud accumulation and fog late at night, early morning along the southeastern coast. Winds will be northwesterly light to moderate along the coast of Sea of Oman, while it will be northerly to northeasterly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Ministry of Interior announces tomorrow the final lists for voters for the 8th period elections. The Sultanate and Sudan sign a memorandum of understanding in the fields of administrative and human resources development. And to enhance the students' academic capabilities, a laboratory is launched in Niswa College of Technology. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.